Facebook advertising has been responsible for building multiple 9- and 10-figure companies. Within the space of wealth advising and independent RIAs, we sometimes get the question, can it work for our industry? The answer is resoundingly yes. In today's video, we're going to talk about some of the best practices of running Facebook or Meta ads for your wealth advising business and some mistakes to look out for. So when someone refers to Facebook ads or Instagram ads, this is all controlled by one holding company, Meta, and their ad suite works seamlessly between both of those platforms. Now you may be targeting, say, retirees, people over the age of 65, and those folks are definitely more active on Facebook than Instagram. But when you're setting up a campaign, there's no reason to limit the scale and the scope of your campaign to one platform versus the other. Facebook is excellent at ascertaining the age of the user, and that profile is interconnected between all of the apps that they own: WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, Oculus. And so they have a really clear picture of the age and the interests and the geography of each person that's getting advertised to. So there's no reason for you to say, oh, I don't want an Instagram person of a certain age because they're not right for me. They are on there. You should not block off one platform versus another in your advertising campaign. The second mistake that you can avoid is using just one or two pieces of creative. Sometimes we'll talk with wealth advisors and they've created like one big video, and that video is just responsible for the entirety of their ad campaign. While there are some, Don Drapers and marketing savants out there, the reality is that you're going to get much better results by testing a variety of creative deliverables in your targeted advertising campaigns. That can be made up of multiple components. That could be the video or image that you show. That could be the headline that you put above the media that you've put into your campaign. And it can be the body copy, all the bulk text that is associated with the video or the images that you're sharing in your campaign. Here at AUM Growth Marketing, we will never run just a single video or just a single ad copy or just a single headline. We'll have multiple variations in the early stages of our campaign. We test each headline, each copy, each piece of media in combination with one another. And then once we have a statistically significant result with all those variations, we turn off all the ones that either aren't working or aren't working well, and we allocate all of our budget to the most effective combinations of headline, media, and copy. You want to build those in advance of setting up your campaign so that you have those options and you can more quickly get to a consistent, reproducible result. Now, there's a variety of results that you can actually get with your Facebook advertising. You can look at different metrics, and ultimately what you're looking for is how many new clients came in the door and how much revenue or assets under management were they worth to us. But you need to really have dialed in the preceding variables in order to get that result consistently and at a customer acquisition cost that is palatable to you and your business. The starting point is cost per lead. And when you compare a platform like Meta to that of Google, you're going to see lower cost per lead rates because the folks that sign up through a Facebook advertising campaign are usually lower intent and harder to actually get into a meeting than someone who fills out a Google ad campaign. You think about someone searching on Google, they're looking for financial advising help now or best annuity or some other similar search. They are high intent, highly interested. They're very highly likely to take a call and see what your plan looks like simply out of the intent-based search that started the entire endeavor. Facebook, there's a lower intent, so you have to have strong nurture sequences where once you've collected that email or collected that phone number from the lead, making sure that they are followed up with repeatedly 5, 7, 11 times in order to get them to book that call and then be reminded to show up for the call that they book. If you don't have that follow-up sequence built, then it doesn't matter how good the ad campaign is because we're just pouring leads into a leaky funnel. So you have to have your funnel dialed in order to have an effective Facebook ad campaign. The fourth thing that you can do to supercharge the results of your Facebook advertising campaign is to generate email lists that are representative of your ideal client. So if you only work with small business owners in a certain geographic region, or doctors or retirees. Retirees is going to be a little bit harder, but let's say doctors. If you can find a list of all the doctors in that network, then we can feed that into Facebook. We'll create a lookalike audience of folks associated with those email addresses, and you'll have hyper specific targeting for that ad campaign to know that it is being shown by exactly the type of person that you want to actually work with, who meets your assets minimum, who meets the other requirements that you have to be a good client for you and your firm. Facebook ads are very effective. There is a reason that they are one of the biggest companies on earth, that they seem to grow revenue quarter after quarter, year after year, every single year. And that's because it is one of the greatest advertising products ever invented in human history. So if you're skeptical about it working for you, you just might not have had the right advertising partner, the right type of campaign, and you might not have had enough of those creative variables tested before finding the combination that is effective for you and your firm. If you would like a complimentary consultation where we can look at your old ad campaigns, talk about what you've done in the past, and optimize a digital marketing plan explicitly designed for independent RIAs and wealth advisors, reach out to us at aumgrowthmarketing.com.